my channel. Today I'll be walking you through my new project which has got to do with the demonstration of how HTML structures content, how CSS Flexbox handles layout and responsiveness of the website, and how JavaScript adds interactivity to the website without the use of an external framework. Now let me walk you through the features of the website. So the header of the website is Tech and Sports Daily, and it is just a form of prototype daily news website which gives news related to tech and sports. So the contents on the website are not well organized. I just did it to get content to be able to demonstrate what I built. So I've got buttons here ranging from the home, the tech, sports, and trending button. And these buttons, when clicked on, are supposed to navigate you to the content related to the particular button you clicked on. That's if I wrap a link inside that part of the code. And I've also got an auto rotational news headline display here, and as you can see it keeps changing and displaying different type of news. I've also got a search box here where you can type anything, any type of content you want, and JavaScript will listen to what you are typing and will help match your keywords with any on the content cards of the web page, as you can see here. Let me type something else. As you can see, it gave me these two options because they match the the contents of what I'm searching. But let me search for something which doesn't match the keyword. Yeah. As you can see, it didn't return any result because this doesn't match any of the contents on the web page. So let me scroll down. I've also got interactive clickable cards, as you can see. And these cards, when clicked on, are supposed to navigate you to an article or a preview page to read more about the contents that's displayed on the clickable cards. But since I just use the placeholders for the cards without any links wrapped inside, it only displays visual effects to show that it is interactive and functional, and that's possible because of JavaScript. So let me scroll to the last page here. So these are the contents of the web page. So now let me take you to the codes behind this web page. So here you can see that I've got my HTML boilerplate here, which is from the doc type to the head, closing tag of the head here. And I've got the content of the web page, which is the header. As you can see, Tech and Sports Daily, which matches what I showed earlier on the web page itself. Let me show a preview so that I'll be able to demonstrate it easily. As you can see, the header here matches Tech and Sports Daily, where I used an anchor element with a href attribute of hash, which is serving just as a placeholder for now with no links attached. You can see here the breaking news also use a strong element inside to show the emphasis on the news that is being displayed. As you can see, and this is the search part where the search box was added. You can see the search box also has a placeholder of search news, sports updates or headlines here, just as it is being displayed in the search box itself. And these are the parts where the images were added. You can see the image source and the attributes, the various attributes, and the H3 and P and span element, which displays the time when the news was posted. As you can see, posted today, and it matches what is in between the span elements. You can see, and all these are how I did it. And for the styling aspect, I use an external style sheet, which is here, as you can see, where you can see that the body, the body of the document has a margin of 0, a font family, a background color, and the rest. And you can see the header element also have the same things. And you can see the breaking news class and the rest also have background colors and other distance, ranging from the search box to the last part of uh, to the last part of the website, which is the footer, as you can see here. All were styled using an external CSS sheet. So now let me walk you through the JavaScript code itself. And I use an internal JavaScript code just below the contents of the web page, right before the closing tag of the body element, to make sure that the browser is able to read my JavaScript and not read the JavaScript before accessing the content of the web page, and it won't be able to match the codes with the various elements, class, and IDs of the HTML and CSS codes. As you can see, as you can see here, that the script element came right before the closing tag of the body element here, that the script, and which means that currently the body element's closing tag is underneath the JavaScript code. And as you can see, this is the part when the live search function. Let me scroll the preview to that part of the website, as you can see. So here JavaScript listens to whatever the user is typing. For instance, let me type user F. You can see that since there is no search content on the web page, there is no search keyword matching any of the contents of the web page. It just displays an empty list, an empty result. But if I should type something like GPU, which matches a keyword, which matches matches the keyword of the contents of the web page, you see that it returns a result such as GPU. If I should type real to you, see that it returns two similar results that matches the contents of the web page. And all this is possible due to the JavaScript. So now let me demonstrate by taking out the JavaScript part from the web page, and you see that particular part of JavaScript. Okay, so now I'm going to type the same keywords that I typed earlier, and you can see now that it's returning no results at all. It looks uninteractive and unresponsive because that particular snippet of JavaScript is no longer part to make it responsive. So you can see I can type the same thing, and it looks like it is just a static HTML website without any functionalities. Let me add it back and you see the difference. You can see now that it has returned some results matching what was once there. And to the next part, which is breaking news rotation. And this is the part which displays these breaking news headlines such as Barcelona celebrate dramatic cup victory. And this one was done by a function. And inside the function, there's a constant variable which is a breaking news, and that's where the text talks rise as new AI tools and all the breaking news was typed in with an index of 0, and that's it. That's why it keeps changing, and all this is possible due to the addition of JavaScript to the code. And the next part that I'm going to talk about is the smooth smooth section navigation, which makes JavaScript capture all the clicks on the navigation menu and directs me sequentially instead of jumping each section, as you can see. And the next part I'll be talking about is the clickable news interaction, which you can see, just as I said earlier, that it won't navigate to any article or preview because I didn't add any link into the code into the code. As this one is just to give a visual display of how it works. As you can see, as I click on it, it got highlighted and displayed in the form of a pop-up, which showed that it's displayed. I even wanted to add a part of a JavaScript output which would display a card has been clicked. But I decided to make it this way so that it will be easily visualized. And I also added page load page loading effects, as you can see here. As you can see here, where JavaScript adds fading animation when the web page is downloading, and that makes the website feels professional and polished. So to sum it all up, I just want to talk about the overall function of JavaScript, where it handles the interactivity of the web page and updates content dynamically without page reloads, how it improves user experience through visual feedback and smooth transitions, how JavaScript turns static HTML and CSS layout into a functional website. And so that's all that I've got to go through today. And thank you for viewing my content.